Hello, New Hampshire Realtors. I'm Jim Lee, your 2021 NHAR President with an April update. We've got a few news items to cover, then I'll have a quick conversation with New Hampshire Housing Finance Authority Executive Director Dean Christon, who will talk about the rental assistance program being offered by NHHFA. The big news from the State Association is that our Professional Development Committee recently met and voted to host a one-day in-person education event this September in place of our traditional two-day conference. The details are still being worked out, but we expect there will be 4 or 5 hours of continuing education available, a lunchtime keynote speaker, and our Realtor of the Year announcement and ceremony that evening. This news is exciting to me in that it signals our confidence that we're moving forward towards some sort of normalcy as the vaccine continues to have a positive impact. We will certainly be adhering to all the safety guidance as it pertains to COVID-19, and we also expect to have a remote option for those that feel uncomfortable still with in-person meetings. Stay tuned for the details, which will be coming soon. Also from NHAR, our monthly education series for April will be a panel discussion with members of our New Hampshire Real Estate Commission. It will be a recorded webinar co-sponsored by the Women's Council of Realtors, and it will include Administrator Rick Whistler and Investigator Mike Porter from the Commission. We'll talk to them about issues such as the complaint process and the pandemic's impact, the most common complaints they get in a low inventory, high demand market, the best ways to ensure a smooth license renewal process, post-licensing requirement, and whether or not they expect remote continuing education to continue after the pandemic. We're expecting to release the webinar on April 22nd, so mark your calendars for that. A reminder that the Realtors legislative meetings, which are usually live in Washington, D.C., will be held virtually this year from May the 3rd to the 14th. Registration is now open at the website legislative.realtor, and there's no cost to attend. This year promises to be better attended than ever before, so stay tuned for more announcements on speakers and special events. And finally, I'm pleased to have with us today the Executive Director of the New Hampshire Housing Finance Authority, Dean Christon. NHHFA's mission is to promote, finance, and support affordable housing and related services for the people of New Hampshire, and they're doing just that with a program launched last month that Dean is going to explain now. So without further ado, thanks for being here, Dean. And what can you tell us about the New Hampshire Emergency Rental Assistance Program?
Thank you, Jim. I appreciate the opportunity to talk about this new and really important program. The New Hampshire Emergency Rental Assistance Program is a federally funded initiative that is being offered in New Hampshire by the Governor's Office for Emergency Relief and Recovery and New Hampshire Housing, working in partnership with the state's 5 community action partnership agencies. The program is designed to provide renter households with emergency assistance and relief for COVID-related expenses or other issues that may have impacted them over the last year as a result of the pandemic. The program can pay for rent or utility expenses or other housing-related expenses that were incurred by eligible households over the last year. It can pay both for arrearages in rent and utilities and for prospective rent and utility payments if appropriate. The concept here is that people that have been impacted by COVID in terms of loss of income or unemployment or other factors and have had difficulty paying their rent, paying their utilities, would be able to access assistance in the form of a grant. Those payments are made in the end directly to the property owner or to the utility that is owed those resources. Or they can be made in some limited cases directly to the tenant. There are eligibility requirements, including income and other factors that people have to demonstrate. So it's important that households that are interested in participating in this program go to the CAPNH website, that is capnh.org. They will be directed to the appropriate community action agency. They can learn more about the program, and if appropriate, they can make application directly online with that community action agency. Or they can go to New Hampshire Housing's website, which is nhhfa.org, learn about the program, and we will also direct them to the appropriate community action agency that can work with them and help them through the program. We would urge any renter household that has experienced economic distress or unemployment over the last year to take advantage of this opportunity to go to the website to learn whether they might be eligible and apply if appropriate. This program is available currently, is already taking applications. Payments are already being made on people's behalf, and it will continue to be available through at least the next 9 months.
Thank you very much, Dean, and thank you for all the great work that New Hampshire Housing does on behalf of our state's residents. So that's our update for this month. As always, if you have any questions for me or any of our staff members at the State Association, please don't hesitate to reach out to any of us by calling the Concord office at 603-225-5549. Thank you, and we'll talk soon.